This is FeedLab from Found. I'm going to just give you a walkthrough of the system and show you the kind of things we can do with product feeds and product listing ads. So you can see here, here's our existing product feed. We're working with Red 5. And I'm going to do a specific walkthrough with one particular product, in this case the plasma ball. Now at the start it's got a poor call to action, the image isn't the best, and the overall quality isn't that great. So we want to take it from this and we want to turn it into something more like this. You can see here the image is much better, we're actually targeting the keyword within the ad and it's much more relevant. Right, so we're just going to set this up within the system now. So, add a new client. Okay, so this section allows you to enter the client feed details and also the FTP details of as found in Google Merchant Center. So I'm just going to name this Red 5 here, and here I'm just going to paste the source of their existing feed. There we go. Oops. And as you can see, there's lots of different versions you can upload. In this case, it's XML, but we can do custom formats as well. I'm just going to call this Red 5 Found. .csv. I'm not actually going to enable this now, this is just a demonstration, but we would otherwise do this and enter the FTP details to upload to Google Merchant Center. But I'm just going to save that now. And as you can see, this is actually now live within the interface. And I'm just going to go back in and edit this now. Right, so first things first, we go to the fields mapping section. So this will enable us to make sure that the feed is compliant. So for example, with the client feed here, they actually have the unique identifier UID. However, to be compliant with Google, it actually requires it to be ID. So all we're doing here is simply saying where we find UID, replace with ID. You can see we have all of the Google attributes down here to select from. I'm just going to save that there. And we have another example whereby we have product title within the original client feed, and we simply just want to change this to title. So they're now both compliant with Google, and I've enabled both of those right now. We can do all of this without the client amending their feed at all, as this all happens in the middle with FeedLab. And now we're going to come to the kind of cool bit. Now these transformations happen after the mapping process, so any amendments I make to the fields here will happen after mapping takes place. So I can confidently change the ID here. So this enables us to kind of amend the feed, fill in missing attributes, change images, add more compelling call to action and so on. So in the case of our plasma ball example, we know that the ID of this product is 1224. So I'm going to add that one there. So it's saying where your ID is 1224, update this set attribute. And what we're going to do is we want to get rid of that awful first image and change it for a new one. Now this makes use of regular expressions. So in this case, I'm simply going to say replace all of the image link and replace with the new one. So I'm just going to copy this in now. And paste there. So that will find the image and it will update it automatically. And this is all without the merchant having to amend their feed at all. It's all happening in the middle. Their feed can stay exactly the same and we're making the changes in the middle. I'm just going to save that there. Also, in order to add more compelling ad text, match the keywords, we're going to, once again, we're going to take ID 1224. This time we're going to update the title. Again, I'm going to use the regular expression to take everything. And we want to call this Plasma Ball USB Hub. Now that will show in the product listing ad on Google now, and it'll be much more relevant. As a result, we'll get much more click-through ratio, higher quality scores. I'm just going to save those now. It's also in this section that we can fix a lot of errors within the original client feed as well. So for instance, filling in missing attributes within the feed, we can fill in here. What's also quite interesting is that we can add additional tracking as well. So for instance, we're actually able to add in affiliate tracking. All we do there is we create a new field called AdWords Redirect. And with this, we can add in affiliate tracking, and that actually enables us to run product listing ads on a performance CPA metric. Okay, I'm just going to come to the include exclude product section. Now, in certain cases, product listing ads can be taken down by Google for going against regulations. So an example of this is if you had a feed with medicines in, for example. Now, in this case, this is just going to be an example, but I'm going to show you how this works. So, for example, Red 5 have many toy guns on sale. So if the word gun was flagged within Google, then we can look to exclude these here, so that all of the product listing ads will remain up. So what we're going to say here is, we're going to exclude the item if the title contains the term gun, and save that there. You can see you can actually go into much more detail here, so I could also say and if the price is greater than, say, 10. But we're actually not going to do that just now. Finally, we come to the download section, and this enables us just to look at the feed before we upload to Google Merchant Center. We can check, see if it's all okay. Okay, now that we've finished editing the feed, it's ready for upload to Google Merchant Center. And just as a reminder to see what we've been working on, you can see the plasma ball there, much better targeted, much better image. It will now receive much more click-through ratio. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. For more information, visit www.found.co.uk/FeedLab.